Hello. This is the video I have been so excited to make, and it is my Storygraph recap of 2022. Now, I love all things pie charts, as you'll know from my 2022 emotions, and I know that Storygraph is really good at it, and I've purposely not looked at anything, and I'm so excited. I have no idea how many books I read this year. I think it was under 25, but like probably around the 20 to 25 mark, but we'll find out. This is my page, my home page. I don't usually use it on my computer, it's usually on my phone. View wrap up! Alright, I will. 33! I can't believe that. I really thought it was maybe maximum 25. 33 books. That's awesome. That's really cool. 11,000 pages. Nice. That is so interesting. I love this as a first book, last book. That makes me very happy. Oh, in fact, I've just realised I'm going to scooch over a bit to make more space for this. Oh, I love this already. This is making me so happy. Ooh, a mood map. I wonder if this is kind of the time, like February, March, when I read like some more historical fiction books maybe? I can't remember. And then here there's a slight dip. I wonder what I read there. And at the end of the year. I should know what I read at the end of the year. But surely if I finished on the Philosopher's Stone, that should be right up the top. That's not a very dark book. I can't remember what else I read. I know that I read The Queen's Gambit around that time, so maybe that's it? I don't know. You felt all the feels. Most of the stories developed at a steady pace. Fair enough. Okay, books and pages read per month in 2022. Ooh. Oh, this is so interesting. So I read the most pages in September. Ooh, 1984. That's really satisfying. And that's really interesting, because I wouldn't have thought September, like I would have thought I'd be busy enough during September. I would have thought I read more books in maybe like October, November, I don't know. Did I read no books in June? That can't be right. I wonder how it measures that. Especially when you can see that the pages do go up by about 100 something pages. Interesting. Very strange. This is so cool. So interesting to see how much it moves about. This is incredible that this like 3, 4, 5, that's really cool. I love that. I did. My goal was 10 books, I think. So yeah, I got 330%. Ooh, the genres I spent the most time with. Maybe romance or historical fiction? I don't know. Oh, young adults, fair enough. Contemporary romance. Yeah, that's all so fair. 6 LGBTQIA+ books. That's quite impressive. I love that they have the A in there. That makes me very happy. My longest book was, wow, it was 19 hours. That's the date of my birthday. That's pretty cool. My shortest book, yes, that's not surprising at all. The average length was 345 pages. I would have thought it was less. That makes me feel good. And it took me about 10 days to finish a book. Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, I read that very quickly. Oh, I spent 50s. Sorry, that cut off weirdly. It does make sense that the Midnight Library was the longest because I read that one originally in physical form. So that always takes me a bit longer. The authors I spent the most time with, Alice Oseman, fair enough, that's all the Heartstopper books. Heather Morris, that must be Tattooist of Auschwitz, and then that must be The Handmaid's Tale, and that's probably also what dropped my mood right down. My average rating was 3.79. That's good. Because I was worried it was all going to be like 4s and 4.5s, because I just have a bad habit of rating everything about a 4. 4 tends to be my average, I think. So I'm glad I had it in me to say, no, some of these books are lower than that. Oh, okay, interesting. Actually, this is really interesting. Yeah, here we go. Like I said, I have the most 4s. And then I've got 4.25. I wonder what was 4.5. That's quite a high rating. And then I know what 3 was, but 3.25, I'm surprised I've got 5 books that are that. Very, very interesting. Yeah, so in November, I had 4.33 and October was 3.25 average. That's really interesting. Read the most pages in September. Of course, Harry Potter is the most shelved. Ooh! Only 5 people read The Little Book of Confidence. I love that. That is the book my parents got me when I left Australia 4 years ago now. And I'd started reading it and then I never got anywhere further because I was always like, I might need it more another day. And then eventually I was like, no, I just need to read it. Wow, that's interesting. Heartstopper Volume 4 is the highest rated out of all the books I read this year. That's mad to me. Especially when you then look at my own rating. I can't believe I only rated it 3.5. But I think the first Heartstopper was higher. 22 new authors. That's pretty cool considering I read 33 books. Very nice. Oh wow, 14 books were part of a series. So obviously 4 of those are Heartstopper. I suppose I had the 2 by Heather Morris, the 2 from Margaret Atwood, Harry Potter. What are the other 5? Ooh. Now I'm wondering if there's a bunch of books I didn't realise were part of a series. I only revisited 2 books. That's pretty good for me. That means I read 31 new books, which is very good. I finished all the books I picked up this year. What does that mean? Oh, I never didn't finish a book. I didn't own any of the books I read this year. No, that's because I got them all from the library. 2022 at a glance. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Is this the order I read them in? I think they are. That's really cool. I forgot about this book, Lost and Found in Paris. Like, how many of these were part of series? Unbelievable. I love this. I already did look at my stats, didn't I? Or is this different? Oh, this is where the pie charts are. I am so ready. Oh, wow. So, let's see. My biggest was emotional, then lighthearted. Those are 2 very different things. Next, reflective, mysterious, adventurous, hopeful, dark, funny, tense. Now, what are these last few that are really small? Sad, inspiring, informative, only 1 book, that must have been Jews Don't Count, and challenging. That's probably also Jews Don't Count. What can it show me? Oh, parachutes, okay. Yes, the informative one was Jews Don't Count. Cool. The pace, mostly medium. I think that's just because I can never decide. And then fast, and then slow. Which books were slow? Fair enough. Oh, interesting that I thought Cupcakes for Christmas was slow. Okay. Poison, fair enough, and Jane Eyre, fair enough. Ooh, what does this mean? Page number. Ah, I see. So most of my pages were between 300 and 499. I had 3%, so 1 book that was above 500. That must have been Jane Eyre. And then 10 books that were under 300. I wonder which they were. Maybe Heartstoppers? Yeah. 3 non-fiction books. Jews Don't Count. The Little Book of Confidence. What's the last one? Oh, fair enough. Can't be quite as proud of that as I thought. Okay, here we go with the rest of the genres. Oh, I love this. History is actually quite far down. What's children's? Maybe Secret Garden? Yeah. Essays? Maybe Jews Don't Count? Yep. Self-help? Little Book of Confidence? Yeah. Speculative fiction? What does that even mean? Fair enough. Alright. Format. Wow. That is more in print than I would have thought. What did I read in print? That's not true. That's not true. Ah, I know what's happened. I've said in print because I was reading it as an ebook. Fair enough. Yeah, we've seen my most read authors, my language. Which book did I read in Finnish? I did not read The Queen's Gambit in Finnish. Why does it think that? Why on earth does it think that? I have no idea. That's baffled me. I looked at this already. I looked at this already. Oh, I wonder if I can actually click into my books now. So which is this one? Oh, fair enough. Okay. And what are these? Fair enough. Fair enough. Fine. Oh, I would have thought that was going to be higher. And alright. And that's it. We made it. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, because I loved it. And I'm going to stop recording now. That was really good. I loved that. That made me very happy. I've also purposely not looked at any stats all year, so that's just fed all my wants. Yay! Let me know if you have Storygraph. Can we add each other maybe? I don't really know how it works. And maybe what your favourite books were or whatever. And I'll see you all shortly. Yay!